yourself in me, in you, continue what I'm doing with you. But if you're so at peace at what all I have done, that what the continuation of what I do, your spirit will be at peace with what I do from here on out. We should not be kicking now. There should not be a kick. This should not be the time of kicking. This should be the time of peace and acceptance and embracing and worship. This is the time. If we're not at peace, we're behind schedule. We're weeks and months behind. The revelation for today is for today. The revelation for tomorrow is for tomorrow. The pressure, the definition of the word pressure means this: the constraint of circumstances. Constraint means like you're holding something. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, and pressure. See, remember, that's when you won't let the fire won't let go on finances. The fire won't let go in situations where you just feel like this. Why can't I have peace with these people? Can't I have peace with these people? This pressure. This pressure. Why can't I have peace with you? And you keep, that pressure keeps squeezing you almost the life out of you. And it keeps squeezing, keeps squeezing, keeps squeezing, keeps squeezing. And it's like you hardly can breathe. And it's that pressure on your chest. And you're saying, why can't I get this peace with this finance? Why can't I get this peace with these relationships? Why can't I get peace with these enemies? Why can't I get peace? He said, because the fire has you in a place of constrained. It's constraining you. Because constraint teaches you discipline and self-control. It teaches you how to constrain your own spirit. It teaches you how to shut your mouth. It teaches you how not to speak. It teaches you how not to say nothing. It teaches you how to show love. It teaches you. Now, also the pressure is, what's this? The application of force to something by something else in direct contact with it. Watch this. The application of force to something by something else in direct contact with it. By something. Application of force to something by something else in direct contact with it. That means something is something we understand personally in God. So when you see the definition, it says the application of force to something by something else in direct contact with it. That means that something is me, and then the other something is God. Watch this. This is the scenario of what God is saying with this pressure and the application of force. Now, I'm God. Hypothetically speaking, I'm going to use the illustration as being God. As being God. Now, with this illustration, this is application of force. Now, I'm putting my hand down on the shoulder. You don't have the injuries on me. Okay, I need to look for you know injuries, right? So, all right, I got my hands on the shoulder. Now, this is the pressure. The application of the force from God to us. And that's what he's doing. He's put this pressure and bending us down. I mean, to be down. Because you know we stuck. You need someone to get you down. And this fire gonna break your tail down. See, I didn't want him there. He just knew not to just let me do it. I just didn't tell him anything. I just started doing it. God won't block the young man, he started doing it too. He just started doing it. But I warned, he just started doing it. I didn't tell him nothing. He just figured it was something I was doing, so in his own judgment, he just stopped having the pressure, like, okay, I'm not there to push me down. I don't know why I need to stand up, but I'm going to stand up. So I started pushing him down. He didn't really have a clue what I was going to do. He just did something in his own judgment, in his mind. And this is what we do in our rationale, because we rationalize so much with everything, what to do, in our analytical mind. Because I'm going to break you down with your smart self. Think you got an answer. Right on this paper, trying to figure something out. Tear that paper up.
God.
And every time you write, you try to figure things out, it still don't work. You got to scratch. Try to figure it. He said, that scratches me though. And then it says, the stress, this is pressure, the stress or urgency of man is needing attention. See, this fire, the fire. He's saying it's the stress or urgency of matters needing attention. That's why fire has to get us to that place. Fire has to get us to that place. You have to get us to that place where we understand that God is saying to us, because I want to use you mightily, I have to put this fire in you because there's an urgency to get this off of you so that I can bring you forth. So there's an urgency. And because there's an urgency, I have to put fire in you. Because usually, the normal way for me to do it, my son, hypothetically speaking, it's the normal way for me to do it, my son, is for me to speak to you by my spirit. So because you're not really fully hearing my spirit, I got to put my fire with my voice. And so when I put my fire with my voice, that has to burn impurities so your spirit can hear me, the spirit, right, to obey me right. So for that reason, God is saying I got to put the fire on my people because they hear me, but they keep ignoring me. And they hear me in prayer, they hear me through prophecy, they hear me in the word, but they keep ignoring me. And for that reason, now I'm going to add this fire so they can hear me right. They really hear me and obey me. They've been heard me 7 months ago. They've been heard me 7 months ago. They've been heard me 8 months ago. They've been heard me 9 months ago. They've been heard me a year ago. But they're acting deep on me, trying to act like I'm burning unto the Lord the silver sign. So the Lord said about the silver sign. This is it. You stand by the silver sign. I'm seeing you keep praying to the Lord in the spirit. He's praying with spirits. See, no, God, we're going to have to answer. We're going to have to answer. That stuff is old. That stuff is old. That's I'm not buying, and many women got who sees I'm not buying. And they ain't going to say that to you, but still, like, man, please, we need to stop this. We need to stop this. We can't miss this. But anyway, now watch it. And this was interesting today because I'm actually out of time, but not in-house. I'm not out of time. Amen? So now watch this. Now, the thing about it is this. God's saying, when you ask the question, where are you really? The word really means reality. A lot of these people just need to be brought into reality. Hello. Just reality. Got to do with intellect and knowledge. Reality means we just come to a place where we accept our spirit and the true sense of where we really are. This is really where I am. Doesn't mean I'm going to talk into you everything, but if I'm going to talk to you, my realness is going to be to the point where I can't even try to lie. You know why? Because where I really am, it can't help but come out of me, but that's really where I am. You get it? That means it's really where I am. That way is really where I am. You can't speak something outside of where you really are. If you're being truthful. You hear me? Doesn't mean you spill your beans, but what it means is if you're going to speak and talk, you can't speak nothing outside of where you really are unless you're going to lie. So when you come to that place, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound strange. Be careful in your conversation. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You'll get in a place where you're so real to the point you have to be quiet because you're just trying to spill stuff. Because that's the only place you are, is where you really are. And you might say something you shouldn't say because that's really where you are. You're not that you're not using discretion or wisdom. It's just that's where you are. So you only know how to speak where your spirit is. So in that time, and you see, like right now, I was telling them earlier, right now I'm in the season now.